following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Ooh, the Suns got Kevin Durant. Celtics in fucking 2, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm not fucking scared whatsoever. The Suns can go suck my sunny dick, bro.
Celtics are out in 2 in the Eastern Conference Finals against fucking Milwaukee.
Milwaukee? Nah.
The best thing, you should be very excited that KD went to the Suns because that's just one less obstacle in the East for you. But you still need to get past Milwaukee. Yeah, you guys might struggle with the Heat. Like you might have issues with the Cavs. The Cavs might give you some trouble.
Oh, dude!
Hell no, bro.
Donovan Mitchell's gonna put up 50 on you again.
That's fine, bro. That's cool. Put up 50. I have J&J putting up fucking 60 each. I'm gonna rock with my guys. I got an AK and a fucking AR, and I'm ready to go crazy because the Celtics are going all the way. Ooh, the Suns got Kevin Durant. Celtics in fucking 2, bro. Ooh, the Suns got Kevin.
Stop looping the video.
I was trying to hit it with the looped rap air horn immediately. I didn't realize it would apply to all the fucking clips. Shit, my bad, but hey. You got him, Mike. You got him good, man.
It is Tuesday. It's time for another Craft Food Sports. I'm Mike. There's Scott. Scott, how you doing, man?
What, dude? We have never called out anybody as harsh as that. We hit him with the previously on. Oh, God, that was so good.
You know what my favorite part of it was? My favorite part of the whole video was this part right here. You guys might struggle with the Heat. Like you might have issues with the Cavs. The Cavs. The Heat.
Oh my God! But seriously, keep the top of that. I just want to keep that. Ooh, the Kevin Durant. Like we need to keep that as a drop. That's fantastic.
I can't tell you how hard it was to find the exact spot on that show.
God,
like I knew what episode it was, but then had to scramble through the whole show to find it. And when I did, it was glorious. I was like, oh, this is how we're starting this week off. Hey, everybody, we got an awesome show tonight. I'm Mike. There's Scott.
Some of her best work, my friend. Well done. Well done.
I'm getting kind of good at this, Scott. Like,
oh my God. Well, I like it when you surprise us with it too. Like I didn't see that coming at all, and then bam, just like the viewers. That's good stuff, man. I just wish Caesar was here to have seen it. That's the
it'll get played again. We'll be sure to bring that one up.
Oh, for sure. But I just wish he had been here right at the premiere.
Well, because here's the thing is I know he's not going to see it. Like he's not going to see it for a while, so we can probably work it back in because I don't think he's going to go back and watch like the first 5 seconds, right?
Oh, it's definitely coming back. It'll make a couple appearances tonight. Jared saying a masterclass in comedy and production. I'm dying right now. Appreciate you, man. And then Matt Barr said took Mike less time to get good at producing his own show than it did for him to drop out of Xavier. Little harsh there, Matt Barr. Mookie, how you feeling today, man? You had a great weekend.
I'm feeling just absolutely decadent, I will tell you. Wow. The boys showed up. They showed out. I got to give it to them. They had heart. The thing that surprised me the most, honestly, was how excited Acosta was to win that game. Post-match, he's walking around the grounds with his kids. I'm so excited. I'm knocking cameras. And he's just sitting there jumping, waving his shirt above his head or whatever. He was jacked to have that win. And I've never been convinced he was really bought in. But that dude's our captain, and I'm going to ride with him. Now, I'm not going to go out there and be like Caesar level crazy. But this is a solid club. This is a solid club right now.
That was my first time ever experiencing an MLS match live. And I'm hooked, Mookie. I'm a soccer guy now.
Wait, I thought you had been to some MLS games.
I've been to FC Cincinnati games, but before they went MLS. So it was USL.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. I didn't. I wouldn't put the
Totally different
designation there. My
experience.
bad.
Between Nippert and TQL
Oh,
Stadium.
yeah.
Well, I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say there is a giant difference in the shithole versus TQL. So there is that.
Well, see, and Scott, they went all out. Like I will say, Mike, they don't normally have the flames on the field pre-match. Like
I figured.
I sat
figured
down
that
in my
was
seat and I was
real.
like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was mainly concerned because I'm like, "We're making such a big deal out of this. We're about to get booed out of here 4-0 or something. We're gonna get embarrassed because we're hyping this up so much." But straight up delivered. You were straight across the field from the TIFO. What'd you think of that, Mike?
It was awesome, man. Sorry, Scott's laughing at biscuits.
Oh god, that's so good.
Caesar needs to be drinking an aloe-based beer to deal with those burns.
Yeesh. Harsh but fair.
That's solid. It was awesome. The seats were great. We'll talk about that later. We'll get into that. We got some
Ooh,
football
talk some
news we got to talk about. We got to get to this LeBron possibly retiring story. That's crazy to me. And then Brooks Koepka wants to do some interesting stuff on the golf course. We'll get to all of that, though. Before we do, let's talk about these beers that we are drinking and rate them on the scale. Would you bang your beer? Scott, what's in your mug and would you bang it?
I went local again, and this one was one that I was super excited about it when I heard the announcement, and I found it today. Saunders collabo with the Root Beer stand, the Root Beer Float Ale. And now, for those of you who are local, you will know that I think it was last summer, or at least maybe 2 summers ago, when Sonder did the collaboration with Kings Island and they made the blue beer. A lot of haters out there. I love it. I do not love paying like $11 a can at Kings Island for one.
I don't love Kings Island. Screw those bastards.
Well, yeah, then there's that.
That's a whole
This
other
is much
story.
better priced for 4 at 4 tall boys at 15.
Nice.
6.5%. It just says beer brewed with root beer and vanilla.
Oh,
I don't know what else you want me to say except for this shit right here is dangerous.
okay. How does it compare to Not Your Father's Root Beer? Because
Okay, so yes,
my
because
root beer
that's
beer.
kind of the standard. That would be anything in a nose. So the first time I had one of those, I didn't think there was any alcohol in it, and at 4.5%, admittedly, there's not. Yeah, I had to get on it,
Not
my
Your
man.
Father's?
The
And
Not Your Father's?
Not Your Father's, like percent.
Is it 8%?
Yeah, they actually lowered it in Ohio. Normally it's 10, but in Ohio they sell it at 8.
Okay, well, whatever. When it first came out, I remember thinking it didn't really do anything. I could slug them all day, and then it would be like, oh man, I'm feeling real woozy. But also, wow, that was a lot of sugar.
That's what I was gonna say. It's
And,
like
and,
40
and that
grams
also
sugar.
didn't taste like beer to me. That one just straight tasted like root beer. The first sip, I was like, huh, it tastes like they poured beer right into a root beer. But then it kind of mellows out and mixes together. Dude, all the way bang. This is a fantastic brew. I love this.
Sounds so good.
Yeah.
Mookie, what are you drinking? Would you bang it?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a light bang too. I didn't realize this before. I actually just checked in now, but it's the Ralston Creek Radler from Odyssey Beer Works, and that's work with an E. It is a delicious Garrape fruit lager. Really refreshing, really light. I think it fits well with the summer times. It's gotten hot out here. It's feeling like summer. This one, you could just sit back on the back porch and just knock back a sixer without even thinking twice. It is 3.2%, so kind of like why bother? But it's got a great flavor to it. So why not throw it a bone or 3?
It sounds like with 3.2%, it sounds like it's just a handy in the garage. Is what that one sounds
basically.
like.
I mean, but if you're all backed up and like stressed out, like it'll, as Jared said in the chat here, it'll get you where you want to go.
Matt Barr saying New Belgium's Voodoo Ranger variety pack. All of them are flammable. He's just going to throw the 4 you up texts out and see who answers.
That's brilliant.
Gabe is drinking a Rainbow Haze mango-infused IPA, Sun King Brewery. He said he's banging that one. We got another Voodoo Ranger. Jared's drinking Voodoo Ranger Juice Force, 9.5%. It gets you where you want to go, fill in the blanks. Robert said he's going to be back later with his beer. Biscuit saying he's drinking BK Zero's sugar citrus drop mixed with a fruit punch drink mix. It's like I made my own zero sugar version of Code Red. I would let it I would let this buy me 5 margaritas. If you know, you know.
Respect.
That video, dude.
Wow. That was
I love
great.
that was awesome.
Great. And there's Tyson saying he's drinking a Lipton hard iced tea, strawberry, not bad.
As he is in a wait, go back.
Ed said he's at a dealership getting pocket robbed for an oil change. Listening to us in the lobby, drop all the F-bombs as loud as you can.
Fucking oil changes are the fucking worst, you fucking crooks.
Fuck you, Toyota. Or do you think he's more of a fuck you, Ford?
Fuck you,
Or like-
Midas.
Goddamn
He said
fucking Joe
dealership.
Castellini.
I dropped that ball. That was real Caesar. My bad. I'm sorry. Caesar catching all the strays.
You said that, Scott, but what was hidden was Mookie saying "fuck you, Joe Castellini," who I don't know who that is.
Isn't
That's
he
Joe
own a bunch
Castellini
of,
Ford.
bunch of the things?
I
Bunch of
believe-
dealerships.
I believe he owns a Ford dealership.
Boom! There we go. Vindicated.
I don't think that's accurate. Somebody needs to look that up.
Bob Castellini.
I bought
no,
this
that's the
one.
guy.
Bob Castellini is the Reds owner. I bought
he
this
is.
one strictly for the name, and then I saw the flavor, and I'm on board. You can't quite see this is "There's No Crying in Baseball" by Evil Genius Brewing.
And you pulled to me. Remember when
did.
I had the beer that you had? That beer's fantastic.
A hazy mango IPA. It's really good. Absolutely.
Don't you mean
red.
like Mango or some bullshit? I'm very shocked that you can pronounce it correctly.
Thank you
Congratulations.
so much. Thank you so much. Tyson saying he just bought this shirt as well. Good choice, Tyson. Let us know in the comments what you guys are drinking and whether or not you would bang it. What are the odds? Because Gabe was drinking a mango beer as well. I'm drinking a mango beer. Then there's 2 Voodoo Rangers in the comments. Like, we're all in sync tonight, everybody. I'm very glad to see that.
I'm doing some
The
citrus
craft
with the
brewed
grapefruit.
crew, baby. We roll
And
deep.
Mookie, he's got your back. Ed's got your back here. I don't know why the lights just went off on you, but
Castrucci. Yeah, there we go. All right. Sorry, I've been clicking through tabs to try to figure it out. Did you also know that there was a Castellini v. United States embezzlement case in 1933 filed in the Cincinnati federal court?
had no idea. Sarah's drinking against the grain Citra ass down double IPA.
She
That's
said she thought about grabbing a margarita before the show, so there's that.
Hey, no judgment. Craft brewed.
No.
Totally fair.
All the margs. I want to see a sixer. Although if you get up to 6 margaritas, I mean, you're done. You're going to sleep. Maybe that's why it only went to 5.
Goal for Kubo in the 42nd minute. FC Cincinnati 1, New York Red Bulls 0 in the round of 16 U.S. Open Cup.
Love to see it. Okay, let's start off this show. I know Caesar's not here yet. He will be here, but let's start off with some basketball.
Boom shakalaka!
Scott, your dream came true last night. The Lakers got swept. Joker sweeps LeBron out of the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers go home. And now LeBron is being very cryptic. He's talking about maybe he's going to retire. Maybe. I got a lot to think about, he kept saying. I got a lot to think about. And then ESPN texted him and was like, hey, when you were saying you got a lot to think about, like what string should we pull there? And he's like, I got a lot to think about my future. I got a lot.
Toasted or untoasted subs. Get the fuck out of here, LeBron, with your bullshit. Whatever, dude. Whatever. I'm not a LeBron. I'm not a LeBron hater, but this smells a lot like some Aaron Rodgers, like legend, like walking the line bullshit, so that he can come all Superman with it in the summer. I'm back. I'm coming back. It's like you were never gone, dude. Like, cool. You got things to think about? Like what? Like whether or not you're going to dribble tomorrow or, 2 days from now? We all know. You've already implied that you want to play until your son is there. So we know that whatever it means, whether you're going to take half a season off or you're going to do some other random bullshit, you're going to
play baseball.
Be back. Yeah, whatever, right? Whatever he's going to do, like LeBron will play another NBA game, whatever form that takes. So it's just like, yeah, okay, cool. Like, and I love ESPN falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. What does that mean? You know what it means, you cucks.
Dude, I was on the exact same page as you when I read this. I was like, LeBron is pulling an Aaron Rodgers. He is
Old attention
He
whore.
just took all of the headlines for the entire offseason, because even during the finals, people are going to be like, so what do you think about LeBron? You think LeBron's really going to retire? Like, that's going to be the storyline that goes through halftime and post-game shows during the finals. This man is a genius. He just captured the attention of the entire NBA fan base through the entire summer, or as long as he wants it to be. Mookie, I'm sorry, you were going to say something about LeBron.
Yeah, sorry. There's just been like so many takes I've wanted to have since then. I'll let you judge what to do about Tyson and Sarah in the comments, Mike. But I was going to start off with saying I'm going to pull from another. Scott read it.
The show within the show in the chat. My God.
Tyson saying, Sarah, once you're 5 marks deep, call me, smiling emoji. Someone else want to play Sarah? I can take this too. Replying back to him, Sarah goes, Tyson, you want to take a strap on? Interesting. Emoji face.
Yeah, I will say, just to go back to that video real quick, I'm wondering if maybe they should rethink, like she should rethink the order of those things, because I feel like they were kind of just all over the place. Like the 5 things made sense, but I don't know if the 5th one is where she would do that. Like it was like, I don't know if that checks out. Hilarious way to end it, but I don't know. Maybe those determinations need to be re-ranked. I think they need to be moved around. That's all I'll say. Go watch the video.
I was going to say, anybody that has not joined the Craft Root Sports Facebook group and has not seen this post from today has no idea what.
And also, fuck you if you haven't, because like you should be. Like, that's what I say. Like, if you haven't joined the group, you better either not be on Facebook or go do it now. Like that's how it is. Like, there's a lot of inside jokes, and I don't give a shit.
And we'll pause for like 4 or 5 minutes, let you watch it, and then we'll pick the show right back up when you all get here. Okay. No, I think really what's happening here right now is LeBron is just doing his buddy Adam Silver a solid, because we all know. Sorry, glad Caesar's not here to hear this, but Miami sweeping tonight. Who was it? Someone said it tonight that these weren't sweeps, but they were more like a vacuum or a Hoover sucking them up, because they've just been such like, it's not that there hasn't been like drama or stories, because like the Nuggets came back from 15 down just last night even to win the game, but it's just been really clear cut who the better side is. So LeBron's like, hey, Adam, don't worry. I'll get you a news cycle. I'll buy you some time to build the hype for a finals matchup that, honestly, I was thinking about it. If you look back at the start of the playoffs, would there be a less intriguing finals matchup than Nuggets Heat?
I was going to say, this is probably the biggest thing you can point to that the NBA is not fixed. Like, if the NBA was fixed, there's absolutely no way that they don't have Boston versus the Lakers in the finals. And instead,
or
versus
either one of those two versus one of the other two. Like, they would have been very happy to get Boston or LA. They are furious. Miami and Denver. Like, woo, this is
Matt Barr.
Baseball playoff starts, and it's like, oh my God, in what crazy world could we have like Minnesota and I don't know, like the Marlins on one of those random years that they make it? That'll never happen, right? Could you imagine? That'd be one of those World Series that I'm like, I ain't watching this shit. Like, I'll catch the highlights, and I love baseball.
Would you listen to it on the radio though, Scott?
Well, yeah, I mean, I have it on the background.
Well, then see there.
I'm an old man.
Sorry, if you're still listening on the radio, I know you're really not that upset about it.
Matt pointing out Joker versus Jimmy Buckets. This is electric. Which is, you're right. Like, those two players are very fun to watch. That is not the teams that the NBA wanted in this finals. Like, they wanted the classic Celtics versus Lakers storyline, and they were so excited that they had a chance. And then both of these series started up, and they were like, "Oh shit."
They would have even loved some Lakers versus Heat. They could have played up the Pat Riley angle. Like they could have done a whole bunch there. The Celtics, you can play up with fucking anything. It's like, oh, hey, Red Auerbach. And over here, we've got the Nuggets. Cool, whatever. Like they're like, all right, this hockey city made it. Never been here. That's cool. And the Heat without Dwayne Wade. You like that? No. All right.
You
Well,
like that?
this is it until the draft, and you already know who's going first there. So I guess we'll hope for better next year. Like, no drama here.
This is how entertaining this shit is. That Ed pointing out in the chat that remember when there were 3 Bearcats and Melo played for Denver at the same time.
What a time to be alive,
right? But really, the news line that stuck out to me from the NBA this weekend was: did you know Melo just now retired?
Yeah,
and
I
along
got
the
that
same
text
lines,
the other day, and I didn't even think of anything of it. I was like, "Oh, really? Oh, good for him."
I didn't realize he was still in the league. And filing along that same
Well,
line,
didn't he play for the Lakers last year? Wasn't he part of that hodgepodge bullshit they tried to cobble together at one point?
They brought him in. Speaking of bringing him in, joining now our good buddy Caesar. Caesar, how you feeling, man?
Terrible. There's no passion. There's no heart. There's no soul in that fucking team. It was, mind you, I've been a fan of the Celtics since 2006. Well, 2007, the year before they won the title.
That is a long
the year
time.
before they won the title.
Just one title, huh? Franchise history, just one.
It's a bummer.
Bro, see, I don't even remember the title like that. Like, I was just a new thing. I was like, oh, this shit's normal.
Wait, are we talking about the Anything is Possible championship? Is that the one we're talking about? The Kevin Durant championship? Oh,
Kevin
shit.
Durant.
Or not Kevin Durant. I'm sorry.
Kevin Garnett.
Sorry. Yeah, Kevin Garnett. One of them Kevins. Yeah.
One of those.
One of them Kevins that doesn't have a burner account.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
And well, I mean, so I was a fan of them when Jeff Green, Brandon Bass, and fucking Avery Bradley were our best players. And Game 3 was the first time that I thought,
oh man,
that I looked
dark
at.
Ages in
Yeah, I
Celtics
looked
history.
at the Jaylen Brown shirt that I'm wearing, and I didn't have the hat at the time, but I looked at it and I was like, "What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is this?" I couldn't believe it. I was actually kind of embarrassed. But
Caesar,
hey,
I hate to do this to you, but we started the show this way. Let's take a look back and see how you were not more than 3 months ago.
Oh, the Suns got Kevin Durant. Celtics in fucking 2, bro.
Oh my god!
I'm not fucking scared whatsoever. The Suns can go suck my sunny dick, bro.
Celtics are out in 2 in the Eastern Conference Finals against fucking Milwaukee.
Milwaukee? Nah.
That's the you should be very excited that KD went to the Suns because that's just one less obstacle in the East for you. But you still need to get past Milwaukee. Yeah, you guys might struggle with the Heat. Like you might have issues with the Cavs. The Cavs might give you some trouble.
Oh,
this
dude!
year.
Hell no, bro.
Donovan Mitchell's gonna put up 50 on you again.
That's fine, bro. That's cool. Put up 50. I have J&J putting up fucking 60 each. I'm going to rock with my guys. I got an AK and a fucking AR, and I'm ready to go crazy because the Celtics are going all the way.
we were so close. We were so close.
Bro, you're only halfway. You still need 8 wins. How are you so close?
It's because look, in the Wise versus Jaylen Brown, today might be. Oh, fuck! I need to put money on his over. Today might be the last day that Jaylen Brown is a Celtic, and that breaks my heart.
Yeah, you guys might struggle.
Why
with
the fuck am I
Like,
googling Jaylen Brown?
No,
What am I
the Cavs. The Cavs. The Heat. The Heat.
like shit? I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, I usually have something to say. I'm pretty quick on my feet, but Game 3 gave me nothing. Like there was nothing. There was absolutely nothing.
Tyson wants to know when they're gonna stop playing with their food.
No, the question we asked that to now is the fucking Heat. We're gonna ask the Heat when they stop playing with their food because I don't know. It's like if the team never got over Udoka. I don't know what I don't know.
Where's your flaming hot barbecue chips? We don't have none of those tonight.
We finished the bag. I was like, there's no point in eating these bitches anymore. I mean, I'm not gonna eat these during the game. Fucking, I just ate them. I put them in my sandwich.
I guess he didn't have us with Kobe this time. He didn't have us.
Nah, Kobe probably told him to delete his fucking number.
From beyond the grave. Delete my
bro.
shit, bro.
Caesar said the Heat like Soulja Boy said Drake. You guys might struggle with the Heat. Like you might have issues with the Cavs. The Cavs.
Oh my god, dude.
That's what I do it for, man. When it all comes down to, I'm just a team player. I give the clips. I give the people the laughs. Like, I do what I do just for like. I'm gonna rock with my dogs. I wore my Rajon Rondo jersey to school on your favorite team jersey day. Again, when Jeff Green, Brandon Bass, and Avery Bradley were best players. I can wear my Jaylen Brown shirt after we lose by 1,000. Just because when I was a small little boy and I got roasted, I'd walk into class and my friends would be there like, LeBron ended your team. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Oh, man.
I'll survive.
Caesar, it's all love from us. We got to give you shit after how hard you came on that take. We'll talk more about
So
your
heavy.
boys losing here in a second, but Mookie had brought up Melo retiring and not even realizing that. Guys, don't worry about Melo. He's set. He's already got job offers post-retirement.
Shout out John Wick.
His life is set. This came out in a press release. This letter that was written to Melo came out, and we are going to go ahead and go through this now. It says,
Yes.
"Dear Carmelo Anthony, we gotta fix this. Hang on, fellas. There we go. Now people can see. Dear Carmelo Anthony, congratulations
soda. I
on
know
your
what that is.
retirement. We are grateful for everything you accomplished on the hardwood. Now that you have some free time, I'd like to extend you an offer to serve as the quote chief ball officer (CBO) at Cam Soda. That's right, everybody. Cam Soda, adult entertainment site that always tries to poke their heads in whenever some athlete does something. They're back, baby. An adult entertainment webcam site. During your illustrious 19-year career, you banged down low, went straight to the hole, penetrated up the middle, and had some of the best ball handling skills in the league. Safe to say, you know ball and ball don't lie. As CBO, you'd spearhead model recruitment. We'd also like to consult you on a banana boat scene we'd like to film this summer. In return for serving as CBO for 1 full year, we'll compensate you $250,000. Get back to me at your earliest convenience, and we can chat more about the role." Signed, this fucking guy. Guys, this company, genius marketing to just throw this out to every athlete every time their name comes in the news. I can't wait for LeBron to retire because he's going to get a Cam Soda offer. Like, every athlete just gets this offer. Do you feel like, Scott, you haven't made it until Cam Soda makes you an offer for some random position that they create?
That's 100% the mama, I made it moment. Like, I don't care if you make it to president of anything, a company, the country, whatever it may be, until Cam Soda's like, hey, we've noticed you ain't made shit, bro.
Is $250K enough to get Carmelo to do this? Because I feel like if you're offering athletes a year-long job, you got to pay a little bit more than $250K. Like, Melo made that like per game in his career. You can't offer this man $250,000.
It's not about the money, Mike. It's about the entertainment. It's about, like Caesar said, serving the team, being out there and being a team player. Like, wouldn't you just be curious to see what exactly is involved in being a CBO of a porn company?
Shit, it only took like $80K for me to sign on.
Yeah, right.
Only 80. I would do it for much less. They come at me with like 10. I'd be like, all right, what do I sign? What up?
What else I gotta do?
What is this banana boat scene they're gonna
I feel like that's where they're actually gonna expect something out of him. They're gonna be like, look, we just need you to be the guy at the boat rental that hands the form to the actress, and then that's it. But we need you to be in that first 10-second intro clip so that he would technically be in a porn. I'd do it.
I'd play the role of cuck in the corner for $10. I would just be the guy in the corner, like, oh, that's my wife, get it. Like, what do I care? Like, if it's not my actual wife and I'm getting $10K to pretend, what up?
You go see some dick, but I'll still see some boobs. So kind of evens out, right?
I got 2 boys running around here. I see dick for free every day, so fuck it. Might as well get paid.
Yep, hearing that one. I was laughing too hard. I couldn't get to it in time.
What do I care? I'll see some dick. Yeah, bring it on. Get out some popcorn too. Like,
I like how you just said, like, I see my kid's dick, so sure, I'll see this giant porn star dick too. Fuck it, who cares? It's the same thing.
Again, I get paid $10,000 just to see it. Like, they're not asking me to grip it and rip it, are they? I think, whoa. Like, I got lines. I'm not going to, but I'll play the role if I'm just like, 10 feet away from this dude's big ass dick. Like, what's the matter to me? I'm sure I've walked past dudes with big ass dicks and I didn't get anything like, The only difference was they had a pair of jeans on. Like, what?
Yeah, that's it. That's the only difference.
Yeah, I'm getting paid.
Well, no, but wait a minute, Scott. What if it wasn't 1080p?
Oh, well, I mean, they need to watch me in 1080p. Like, I'm not recording it. But that wasn't my thing, if you remember. That was not my thing.
I just figured I had to,
like,
I had to give a shout out.
Quality doesn't matter to me. It can be whatever.
Scott's here for standard intent of
all I give a shit about is that check clearing. I don't care about nothing else.
Matt Barr said you're ready to get your Jerry Falwell on.
Wow.
It's a great reference. That is a fantastic reference. Ed says LeBron knows that Melo already signed with them. He was there to shoot the video. That's the banana boat scene, man.
True.
They're all in with it. Listen, Caesar, do you know the history between Jimmy Butler and your coach, or your soon-to-be former coach of the Celtics?
I fucking hope so. Yeah.
Do you realize the history there?
Yeah. Like, I'm void of, like, I mean, the series is, again, if they win today, I think it'll go to game 6. And then if they win game 6, I think it'll go to game 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah. With this series, it should have ended after, how I famously say, after 2.
It really basically did, though, as far as I'm concerned. I mean,
No, it ended after
going back
3.
to Miami.
When you lose by fucking 6,000 and Gabe Vincent's like prime Steph Curry.
I mean,
what are you
even
gonna
prime
do?
Steph
Where are you gonna
Curry
go?
didn't come back from this.
You son of a bitch.
We even got Caesar on it now, too. I love it.
Ah, boy, Caesar. Anytime someone gets you with that.
I'm glad that Jimmy Butler eliminated your coach in college too. All right, how about that? I'm really glad that Jimmy Butler and Marquette eliminated Missoula when he played for West Virginia. Good. Fuck you. Fuck him.
I mean, that's fine. He's
entire
only been my
franchise.
coach for like 7 months. Like, I'm going from sexual harasser to shitty coach.
It's a straight line, baby. It's a straight line.
During that game 3, like, what's the emotions that you're feeling? Because you had to be like hyped up to start the game. How quick before you lost all hope? When did it leave?
When lost hope that the game was over, or that the series was over?
When you felt the series was over.
Because if I'm being honest, my series hopefulness, it's like at a 10%. It's not completely done, but it's near empty.
Hold up. You guys are down 3-0 in Miami, and you think there's a 10% chance the Celtics come back and win this series?
Yeah, bro. Again, I was a fan when Jeff Green, Avery Bradley, and Brandon Bass were our best players. I've seen the lowest of the low. I'm always gonna have hope.
Scott, this youthful hopefulness from this kid.
It's all right. It's all right. I mean, he just hasn't been through the ringer yet.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, I have.
What?
I sat there. The highlight of my offseason was watching the draft lottery, hoping that we were a top 5 pick. That's a tough place to be in. I just saw everyone in South Texas do that shit.
Did they break it all up, Caesar? Did they blow it up and get rid of this young core they have?
The entire franchise, maybe. Have they flipped it? Have they flipped it over like
Just
3
bring
times?
Larry Bird back. That's
I'm having such a hard time thinking of how the fuck it's because the way like Jaylen Brown had picked the worst fucking time ever to play like shit in the playoffs.
Oh, so
How do you
there's a
feel like-
good time to play like shit in the playoffs?
Well, no, this is the worst time because he's up on his deal and he's eligible for the Supermax.
Dude, they're gonna give him the
Am I
Supermax.
comfortable giving him the fucking Supermax now? No. Does he deserve it? Probably. But someone's gonna pay him that fucking money, and I don't know if the Celtics can match it because he shat the fucking bed. I love Jaylen Brown.
Dude, it doesn't. You have no choice. You max it. Like you match it. Period. End of sentence. Like give the man his money and then figure it out 2 years down the line if it doesn't.
And then in
work
the
out.
new CBA, it's gonna be like super hard to bring in fucking free agents when you already got like a max player on there. So I don't know.
The way
It's
that the cap works in the NBA, if you really want to figure it out and you've got
the
people,
new
in the front
CBA is gonna
office
be
smart
crazy.
enough-
There's a new CBA. It's gonna be fucking ridiculous.
Players they ain't gonna stand for that shit though. They actually have a little bit of power here. And yes, Tyson, we know, but I'm not even gonna waste time reading it because do better. Okay, honestly.
Caesar, what year were you born?
2000.
2000. Okay, I want to go through the Boston Celtics record by year since 2000.
They weren't shitty till like 2013.
I just want because you've seen.
Oh, hold on, we gotta hear the struggle.
I want to. You've seen the lowest of lows. And
Yeah,
here's
bro.
what
I
I'm
saw
gonna
the
do.
draft lottery.
I'm gonna put the. I'm not even gonna give the records. I'm gonna give the regular season finish within the division. Okay, that's where I'm gonna set the right because you lowest of lows.
Yeah, I saw the draft lottery.
Lowest of lows. So 2000, we'll go back 5th out of 7. Rough.
Well, I mean,
years.
if you really like, let's start at
2nd
2006.
out of 7.
There's no reason to
Third
start
out
from
of
2000 to
7, 4th out of
2006.
7,
I was a
first
Spurs
out
fan.
of 5, 3rd out of 5, 5th out of 5. Rough year in 2006, 2007, right there. First out of 5, 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 3rd of 5, 4th of 5, 2nd of 5, 2nd of 5, 1st of 5, 2nd of 5, 3rd.
When
of
do we
5,
hit 2007?
4th of 5, 1st of 5, 1st
We
of
already
5.
passed it. Way
Oh.
before all the
You,
first.
you realize how often your team was at the top of their division, and you're sitting here talking about the lowest of lows.
Yeah.
No, one fucking year, bro.
No, we had 3 shitty years. We had 3 shitty years, and they fucking sucked. But my team is a golden standard of a team. So we got out of it.
Okay?
I saw the lowest of the low. That doesn't mean I have to be in it forever. That's on you, not on me. My team got it out of the mud. Sorry, my team runs their shit, right?
I think you lose basically all credit, though, when you slipped up and admitted that you used to be a Spurs fan.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get to just switch and change and choose and shift things
Yeah,
around.
I do.
my
I was
guy.
6.
Sure you do. You totally get.
Although, hey,
No, that's not how that works.
could
And I
you
left when the
imagine-
Spurs were fucking nasty, too.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, hold on, back up. You got to give my man credit. Could you imagine leaving the dynasty of the Spurs, being like, you know what, this basketball shit is boring. I'm gonna go to a franchise that has known struggle, that has not been able to succeed, and I'm gonna prop them up, and I'm gonna raise with them in my fandom. I'm gonna go from being a San Antonio fan to the Celtics.
Had the Spurs been green, I'd still be a Spurs fan, but they're not. It all came down to Rondo doing a behind the back no look pass.
Damn
green.
those bastards in San Antonio! If only they thought we could have a green and white color scheme, the same as the Spurs, we'd keep a few more fans. But instead, we'll just have to win these championships and hope to someday be the Celtics.
If we could only be so lucky to win a couple of draft lotteries, over a couple of decades stretch, it just might come to be.
The Spurs
Could
are
you
gonna be
imagine,
nasty.
could you imagine growing up in Chicago and being like during the time of Jordan?
I wasn't growing up in San
grew-
Antonio. I was in Laredo. Different
Okay,
story.
whatever. Okay, fine. Could you imagine growing up in Illinois, if that makes you feel better? Imagine growing up in Illinois during that heyday and then being like, man, you know what? This winning titles thing's rough. I'm going to be a Lakers fan. Like, I don't know what it's like to struggle, so I see that the Lakers over there need help. And at the time, funny enough, at that time, they did. They weren't good until, after the Bulls started to, end that run. So you'd be like, yeah, man, I was there for the dark years before Kobe and Shaq. We had, just those guys. And then, woo, big ups. We made it out, and we survived since then.
And we had some success, but then Magic Johnson decided that it was better for his career to get HIV, and then
That's why they wear condoms.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude,
That's not on
that's
me.
hilarious,
That's not on me.
dude.
That's on him.
Oh my god, that's rich. That is rich. I love it. I love it though. That's
The biggest thing of this whole story is I'm proud that I've stuck with them. As a 6-year-old, I didn't think I knew loyalty like that. But shout out me. Shout out 6-year-old me. You're a dog.
Now he's giving himself props for
I
sticking
am.
through.
I could have switched in 2010 or 11.
It's funny.
You could have
because-
switched at any time. You live right next door to San Antonio. Nobody would have even questioned it.
I could just claim Wemby fandom since I'm going to watch him all the time next year. But no, I'm never leaving this green. This Celtic pride shit's forever. The only thing that sucks is Boston's kind of racist. That's the one thing that fucking
And then
sucks.
there's the cream on top of this whole thing. By the way, Boston is actually kind of really racist. It's a shit town.
I went out for the first time this past Saturday in 2-3 months, and
The struggle was real.
my friends were like, "Why the fuck are you a Celtics fan in the first place?" And I was like, "Bro, I was 8
green.
What 8, 7, 6? No, I was 6 because it was 06, 07. I was 6 or 7 watching Sports Nation. They were making fun of LeBron because he lost to the Celtics. Rondo did a behind the back no look pass to Big Baby Davis, and Big Baby dunked on LeBron. I thought it was the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life, and they were fucking green. So I fell in love with them. That's pretty much it.
I mean, it's a consistent story. Like you stick to your story, which gives you credibility too. So, yeah, but
No, dude. In
how about the
hindsight,
Nuggets and Lakers?
it's a
I'm
terrible
more
decision.
interested let's look ahead to the finals because now we have the Nuggets versus the Heat in the matchup that nobody wants.
Hey! It's not over till it's fucking over.
What time do they tip off?
8:30.
They tipped off 12 minutes ago, approximately.
Okay, it's over. The game started. Playoff Jimmy's around. Like, just
Dude, that's what's crazy, and that's what I was trying to get across to you back in February, Caesar. Like, you laughed at me when I mentioned the Heat, but like Jimmy Butler is a different animal in the playoffs. Like, this dude
it's
is crazy.
weird.
Here's the only thing I don't like, guys, about this whole run that the Heat have had. People are making comparisons saying Jimmy Butler is like Michael Jordan, and I don't think. Listen, you can't. What?
Actually,
Why
Jimmy
did you
has
say
less help, so this might be this ring might be more important than any of Jordan's. Just saying.
What?
hold on, Scott. I got you on this one because Mike, you're right. Jimmy Butler is like Michael Jordan. He is a black man in America who
He
plays.
also has less
basketball.
help.
You're right. They are similar in that regard. Other than that, though, I don't see the comparison.
Jordan's way better, but this ring is a lot harder than probably any of Jordan's.
Oh man, Jordan is way better than Jimmy Butler. Wow, I bet somewhere he's putting that up on his mantle. Like finally got that title better than Jimmy Butler.
This, if I might even say Dirk's ring was harder to get than like any of Jordan's.
What? Dirk's
ring was pretty tough. He had to go through that LeBron, Wade, Bosch Heat team. So that
The West was
they
also
were-
like stacked.
They
still.
weren't good. They weren't really that good. They just got by in pure
Jimmy
skill.
Butler went through the 1 seed, a good Knicks team, and the Celtics were at 2
So, okay,
seed.
I'm sorry. I'm sick of hearing this went through the 1 seed bullshit. Giannis missed 2.5 games. Like, that was a completely different team than Fair point. Tyson asking, did MJ also have a really good interview with Rachel Nichols?
No.
That's
He
crazy
said,
when we think about it. What's
destroy Rachel Nichols.
Michael
And
Jordan bodies?
I believe he means in the bedroom, my friend.
Who has Jordan slept with?
Who hasn't Jordan slept with? Are you kidding me?
Well, I've never heard of
we
it.
gotta fire up the music here because this is, I mean, this now makes sense. Why the Jimmy Butler, Michael Jordan tweets coming across the timeline. Once again, just reading headlines, not reading into it, but Matt Barr pointing out, give us the conspiracy theory. There's a conspiracy that Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan's illegitimate son, and the timeline kind of lines up. Scott, does this elevate Jimmy Butler in your book if he is Jordan's kid?
I got a lot of respect for Jimmy Buckets anyway. Like, it wouldn't change anything. I don't know. I mean,
If he's Jordan blood, though, like, wouldn't that elevate? Like, you got a lot of respect. But then you
Actually,
find out
okay,
he's
actually,
blood of
it-
Jordan.
no, you know what it would do it would downgrade all of the children that he claims. Like the best thing that any of them have done is the one dating Larsa Pippen. Like the rest of his kids have been total failures when it comes to basketball, right? So Mike's like, Jesus, finally had one that could fucking carry on the family business. Like, damn. So yeah, I mean, it just downgrades them. It doesn't do anything to elevate Jimmy, though. I love Jimmy, except for that time he beat Xavier. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that was rough.
I mean,
Mookie, are you a bigger or smaller Jimmy fan based on this conspiracy theory, assuming it's true?
This doesn't affect me because I feel like Jimmy is his own man, even though he probably is Jordan's son. I mean, you would need some kind of like touched by God type of talent to do what he does. It's absolutely insane. But again, I think he stands his own 2 legs that like he's not Jordan. I can't believe I'd say I would entertain the conversation between him and LeBron once his career wraps up, though.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Wait,
What?
who?
Cut the
LeBron and
music,
Jordan?
Turn
No.
the music off. Yeah, no, he's saying at the end of Jimmy's career, Mookie would compare LeBron.
Bro, that's like 6
and
years
Jimmy
away.
Butler.
That's like 5 years away.
That's what I'm saying. Like, give him time. Like, if he gets this ring, that gives him what, 2, right?
1.
No, this is his
let's
first
not
one?
do this. Come on.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, who is?
I know what
be
you're
more
trying to do.
further.
But like you end up sounding like one of these super LeBron haters who are like, I don't know, I'm just gonna insert anybody here and do mental gymnastics and be like, well, he was actually better than LeBron, so I don't even think he's the second best player behind Jordan. Like, yep, see, he sucks. Like, I don't even want to fucking go there. Like, Jimmy Butler is a great player in his own right. He ain't better than fucking LeBron. Come on.
Well, you just took all the fun out of that.
Because again,
Come on.
and the only reason I'm doing it is just to shut down the LeBron haters before they start.
It's
they
not
start
even LeBron
rioting.
hate. It's just
No. I know you're not. I'm saying you're giving them fuel, and
you
you
saying it's
sound like
those
one of them
people?
because yes, I'm absolutely saying those people. I saw this picture earlier. This is the
That's
pretty
other
hard
thing
to
going
deny.
around.
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know.
Jimmy with the bald
That's
head.
a tough look.
It's very Jordan-esque. Like look, at the risk of sounding like the white guy who says 2 black dudes look alike. These 2 look alike. Like, this is scary.
I don't think
This
there's
is
any.
terrifying.
Look, all right. The only thing that I need to seal the deal is I need to see Jimmy holding a ballpark and wearing some Hanes, and that'll nail everything down, right?
Mhm.
Like, if he can pitch, man, and rock that shit like Jordan did, there might be something here.
Scott, you just did it. Okay, listen, I have always been kind of on the fence with the whole Jordan LeBron thing, and both just appreciate the greatness. Jordan is the GOAT, and here is why. LeBron could not be in a commercial with a Hitler mustache.
stash.
Get away with it. Period. That's it.
Dude,
Only one
I
person
think-
can do that.
Was it? Did we talk about it on the show, or was this a once-off like pre-show conversation? Because the only thing I think of is that it was me, you, and Joe, where I said we talked about how only like you got to be really horrible to ruin an entire facial hair fashion. Like, you've got to be one of the worst people. This is the only way you could do it, to where even one of the greatest people in modern times is like, whoa, no, Jordan, you can't do that. That's a Hitler stash. Like, how bad do you actually have to be to ruin a facial hairstyle? Like, I know nobody wants to be Hitler, but again, I feel like we had this conversation, or I said this exact thing, but imagine that power. Like, you go down in history as, hey, look, I was one of the worst human beings of all time, but I made it so that nobody, and I mean nobody, could confidently rock the style of facial hair that I did. That's how fucking horrible I am. What do you got?
And that, everyone, is why nobody wants to be Hitler, according to Scott.
No, it's just why
Revealing.
nobody can ever do that stash. Nobody can
Like,
rock
what if,
that
like,
stash.
if you looked good in it, like, could you imagine? It's like you know, you're in the bathroom, you're like, damn, this motherfucker looks good right here, but I can't walk out of the house like this because I look like goddamn Hitler. So
Or
gotta
because it
shave
looks
off.
stupid as hell. Like, that's
It
the other
doesn't,
side
dude,
of it. Like,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Again, it is unique to one man and one man only. It is associated. Like, could you imagine before Hitler, you could walk around with that stash and nobody was like, I don't think you should do that. That's
It's
not a
because
good
it was
look.
the Charlie Chaplin. Tyson pointing it out. It was
Oh,
Charlie
I
Chaplin
know.
rocking first.
Understood, but it like even before that, like before it was any famous, you could just wear it. It was fine throughout the history of time. Cavemen could be like, look at this fucking, look at how I fucking look. I look fucking good, right? Like, not worried about shit. The minute Hitler showed up on the scene, it was like, zoop, no stash, boy. Like, had to do the undernose. I couldn't leave it. I couldn't fucking leave it. Like, that is fucking power.
I love these little trips inside Scott's mind, because I can just like picture like in a little cartoon, like, you know how they do those overlays or whatever in TV shows where it's like cartoon characters acting out as Scott like narrates, like I have this picture of a caveman and they're shaving going like, I look good. And his fucking like woolly mammoth like
could you imagine
cloth.
having a conversation with Hitler today? It's like, look, dude, I don't agree with any of the bullshit you thought. You were a fucking psychopath and everything, and you didn't make it. None of your ideals lived on, but you manage to ruin an entire facial hair thing. And that's something. Like, you will go down in history. Like, my grandkids, their grandkids, they can't wear the style of facial hair you did because you were so fucking horrible. Like, you know what? It's not too bad.
I like the idea that Scott would, if he had a time machine, people are like, I'd go back in time and I'd kill Hitler. Scott would just go back in time and shave Hitler so that he can rock the mustache.
I would. I'd be like, Mein Führer, I just need you to shave. I just need you to shave. And then hop in and disappear.
This is my fear. Like, you've like really thought about this shit.
It just came to me. And then Mike said it, and it's just like that. It's like he's absolutely right. The whole Nazi get up and like, my Führer, just shave, and then I just disappear, fade into the background.
Thank you, Matt Barr, and clip it. That's the one of the week. There we go. We found it.
Like, could you imagine if Goebbels had just elbowed him and was like, "Hey, I don't know, maybe you should shave that fucking thing off. Maybe we'll get better results." And it had done it. Like, could we all not go clean shaven? Like, would we all be fucked? Would we have to grow facial hair? Would people accuse us and be like, "Hey, you really a Hitler supporter over there? You don't have any facial hair?" It's like, I'm fucking trying, man. I'm trying.
Oh, that's amazing. Tyson said it's called the lip landing strip. Maybe that's why Hitler rocked it. He just he just had the old landing strip on his face.
You know what? I'm glad he didn't ruin for anybody. The Raleigh fingers. Raleigh fingers can live on in infamy because you don't have to worry about it. It's like, oh, well, he had a curled up mustache and he killed everybody, so can't do that anymore.
Oh, guys, Biscuit point now. Maybe we shoot our shot for a sponsorship duo. Dollar Shave Club might have just found a new ad. I believe their blades are German. You're right, because didn't they buy the old German blade factory? Isn't that like their whole story or whatever?
I think so.
All right.
All right, there we go. Listen, let's do this real quick. It's an awkward segue into, speaking of sponsors, we'll plug our latest. Now, why did that song play? What is going on back here, Joe? You're on the struggle bus today. Listen,
Hitler's on the board.
To
for show.
Yeah, I didn't have Hitler talk on my bingo card tonight. As Matt Barr also said, of all the references the show going throughout tonight, Goebbels was not one of them. Yeah.
Also, he's just said gobbles. It's Goebbels, but it's
I just tried to power through that as fast as I could. I was like, I'm not gonna get it right. Like,
I know. I was like, he's gonna fucking landmine the shit out of that.
Shout out the Jews. Stop Jewish hate.
Thank you, Caesar.
Got you.
Did you find the right music, Mike, or did we completely ruin the opportunity to kick over to our beautiful
music
friends?
again? God damn it,
Dude! There's not that many buttons.
I don't know what's happening over here, guys. I swear to God. All right, let's play the right music.
This is so awesome. Oh,
it like goes to spin the one I click on, and then it goes to the interview questions, and I don't know why that's happening. There we go.
No,
it's doing the thing again.
Hold on. You want me to click it? I can try to click it.
Click the degenerate dartboard too. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Okay, it's not just me. I'm glad.
All right, hold on. Let's try something else. Oh, now it's just spinning.
Hey, remember earlier when Jared was like, what a masterclass in production?
It all comes full circle.
God, what the fuck?
Just leave it. Just leave it. Who gives a shit? Play it. We'll do that one.
Ooh, the Suns got Kevin Durant.
I didn't look at shit either. I was just clicking buttons now to fuck with me to make
I figured if it was gonna get fucked up, I could get Mook or I could get Caesar in there one more time. In fact, here we go.
Oh no, tres, cuatro.
Not amused.
Deep.
What are you drinking, by the way? What are you drinking?
Caesar, what are you drinking tonight? You never introed your beer.
I was hoping my boys would come out stronger than they fucking currently are. It's not that bad. They're showing some heart. But I'm drinking... What the fuck is this bitch called again? I'm drinking Battle Horse, an India Pale Ale on IPA, right? That's what that shit's called.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
An IPA.
It's a fucking sick can. The one thing I don't miss on is fucking cans, if you've noticed. My can art selection's crazy. I don't miss.
That's yeah.
It's a fucking horse's skull. That's
pretty
sick as
badass.
fuck. And it's
That is pretty
8% alky. Brewed in
There
Canada
you go.
Barnhouse Brewing Company in Fort Worth, Texas. Let me get the model right.
Are we at the
In
dealership
Texas
again?
by Texans. It is. Yeah, it's good. I'd fuck it if I was drunk.
If you're drunk, all right, fair enough.
But that's beer. I don't like beer.
That's a good point. All right, y'all, let's give a shout out to our friends over at Caldera Lab. Caldera
Oh, what
Lab.
a great time for
Look,
the ad.
May is here, and I want to propose something for our listeners Monday. A new sponsor of the show, Caldera Lab, is here to get your skin summer ready, backed by a leading clinical trial where 9 out of 10 men experience healthier and visibly improved skin. Caldera Lab has the tools to keep your skin fresh and confident as the weather heats up this summer. Today, we got an exclusive offer just for you guys here on the show. You can try it for yourself. And you can find out why so many men trust Caldera Lab for their skincare needs. Just use the code CRAFTFRUIT at calderalab.com. Get 20% off their best products. Scott, how you feeling over there, man? After your regimen that you've been.
It's all about the good. The daily dose of the good keeps the anger lines at bay, and then I don't have to worry about shaving to worry about anything with Hitler with this. It's the good seeps right through all of this bearded goodness, so that's why I rocks with it.
I've been using the good for about a week now, and man, does it feel awesome. Like, I wake up in the morning, my skin doesn't feel as like dried out as it normally does. Like, as it starts to get summertime, my skin gets really dried out. This is helping me out a ton. A clean slate, keeping me clean. Caesar, how's your brother looking?
He's looking great. You can see the confidence rolling through, which is a great thing for someone at such a primitive young age, going through all these different emotions and sensations, and he feels confident as ever. And that's the Caldera Lab. And if you want to feel confident, you know what you need to do.
That's right. Go to caldelab.com/craftbrew. I got to tell you, Mike, I was thinking about it earlier this week, and I finally did. The word is supple. I feel so supple in the morning as opposed to dried out, you know, and it's just, you feel healthy and ready to take on the day. It's fantastic.
Great stuff at calderalab.com. Go pick them up. Get yourself the base layer. That's the moisturizer you put on at night, in the morning. The good is the serum that's going to get rid of all those anger lines when your team gets knocked out of the conference finals. That's the stuff that keeps you from getting those wrinkles.
That wasn't anger. That was sadness.
Clean slate. Use it in the morning and at night. One pump. It's a one pump. That's all you need. And you are set to go fresh, clean. calderalab.com/craftbrewed. Go hit them up today. Get yourself the package, 20% off with the code CRAFTBREWED. Sell out! Boys, we are just slow on the transitions here today. It is, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's
bad
going
software.
on.
Clearly, it's not production.
Like, I could get you a perk, and you'll be doing fine.
You clicking buttons.
Speaking of perks, can we talk golf for a second, fellas? Real
Shout out
quick.
John Wick.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
Brooks Koepka won the PGA Championship this weekend, which is hilarious because he's a live golfer. So a live golfer won the PGA Championship. I found that amazing. This is also, I guess this story is also a little bit of hockey. So this is golf and hockey.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
I want to do the hockey right now.
Brooks is a huge Florida Panthers fan. And after winning the PGA Championship, he was spotted at the Florida Panthers game. He brought the cup with him. Everybody was going crazy. But a lot of eagle-eyed people noticed on Twitter, Brooks didn't blink for like the whole 45 to a minute and a half section of time that he was on camera. My man literally stared at the camera.
Bro, look at his jaw.
And clapped his hands aggressively for a very, very long time. Guys, just throwing this out there. I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying this is what happened. Did Brooks Koepka get into Dustin Johnson's coke? Is that what happened in this game? Because
Absolutely.
This face is not the face of a man who is.
I don't know, but check out that bitch behind him with that gigantic brick ass phone she's got in her fucking hands. Like, what the fuck is going on there?
Case culture. It's crazy once you dive into it. I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
That to me is just as wild. Like, what the fuck?
Cases have their own set of trends.
As egregious as Brooks Koepka staring down the souls of all the children in the rows in front of him. And
I mean, you know, he was on some PCP. Like, look at that fucker. He's nuts. Absolutely nuts.
I see him.
You know what it is? He's probably coming down. He's probably coming down off a massive amphetamine high to actually be able to put 4 rounds together, you know, consecutively. And he's just finally starting to, you know, peter out from all that.
I think look, he's a live golfer. Dustin Johnson, also a live golfer. I feel like.
Can you do coke in Saudi Arabia?
I mean, if you're a rich white male, probably.
Look, they're not always in Saudi Arabia. It's just Saudi Arabia backed. Like, they play golf all over the world for these tournaments. Tyson saying cocaine. Matt Barr saying cocaine is a hell of a drug. JB said those eyes look like a bad Photoshop. It really does. Like, it's terrifying. And Tyson
cocaine
says
is a hell of a drug.
Old Panthers jersey as well. So that's how you know Brooks is a fan from.
That might be a retro because that NHL patch looks way too fucking shiny. As someone who buys shirts older than their age, that's a newer jersey.
I do like that old school.
It's a fire jersey though.
Like that's when they came into the league with that logo.
Oh, they were
right?
fierce Panthers.
Yeah, I like
the
that.
Saudi criminal laws stipulate that possession or use of alcohol or drugs will be punishable by public flogging, fines, imprisonment, and deportation.
Yeah, but what about if you're a rich white guy?
It's a great call out.
Public. Why can't I say public? What the fuck? The Mexico's like coming out of me. Public flogging, fines, imprisonment, and deportation.
Unless you're a rich white male. Yeah.
Scott, how much of the PGA Championship did you watch this weekend? Were you all in on Michael Block like everybody else in the world?
Absolutely. I didn't unglue my eyes. I saw every second of it. Very riveting. The best golf I've ever seen.
Shout out Michael Block, like Gabe said earlier in the chat. That's my dog.
We might need a new character of Scott doing that golf. And it's just that voice, that pretentious sounding voice. I didn't unglue my eyes. Best golf I've ever seen.
I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. Baseball was on, and I was like, no. There's golf on the TV.
I'm just keeping it a brick so it can sound more modern.
Scotch, you gotta end up being whiter than I am.
I got all the takes tonight. Between Hitler and golf, I'm knocking it out of the park, baby.
Yes.
It was a very entertaining tournament. Yes, Michael Block stole the show despite Brooks Koepka winning the tournament. Michael Block is a PGA Club pro who was invited to play in the tournament. He had a great tournament. He finished tied for 15th.
He had a hole in one.
He had an ace, and not just any ace. He dunked it. It wasn't like it bounced or like ran. He legit dunked it and ruined the cup for the next group that's coming through. Like, that's how hard that ball hit the bottom of the cup.
Dog.
Yeah, it was badass. He won the right to play in the PGA Championship. Next year, he's automatically qualified for that. And he was invited to this week's tournament as well. This dude was giving lessons for $150 an hour. And they basically said he would have to give, what's that, Caesar?
That's a good job.
It is a good job. I mean, a club pro is a great job, man. It's
you're not doing too bad if you're a club pro at one of these places that hosts.
Hourly wages are $15 an hour. Caesar's like, that's a good job.
Whoa. What do we got to get $50 an hour?
Hey, it's that grind. We all started there, you know. Started on the bottom. Now we're here.
15. Where you at, Texas? Come on, Texas.
I know. Yeah. Shit. Fuck no. We're at 725 still.
Still?
Woo!
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Greg. And you're
I'm currently at like $16, and that's that I got some like experience.
Yeah, no, you can. There's signs all over the place working for $15 an hour here. I'm guessing nobody's doing it because the signs stay up. But I mean, if you want to work in a fast food place in Ohio, I'm like, God. I was talking about it with my buddy the other day. I can't believe it.
It's
Scott.
a bait and switch. They say they'll give you $15 an hour, but then they only put you on the schedule for 8 hours a week. And then they're like, all right, we need to hire a bunch of people at $15 an hour, then only pay them for like part-time work. So it's like you think, oh shit, full-time job, 15 hours. Nah, that's not what.
See, I thought you were going the other way with the bait and switch. You're going to be like, they say $15 an hour, and then you get in there and they're like, sorry, sir, it requires a college degree. And then, you're back at the $750. But
It would also be hilarious if they like worked you to the bone for them hours. They're like $15 an hour is 8 hours this week, but we're going to work you harder than you've ever been worked in your fucking life. Like, you're going to work every cent of that fucking $15, you son of a bitch. Like, day one, we need you to scrub the bottom of this fryer. How do I get to it? Funny part about that is there's about 15 other jobs you got to do before you can get to the bottom of that fryer. Good luck.
wow. Scott, since you're on a roll tonight now, I'm going to get everything out of your 90 minutes with us tonight. And Biscuit's asking if you can do a favor and read a golf quote for him.
Gambling is illegal at Bushwood, sir.
I think
Is it my golf voice or is it my white voice?
Yes,
Or-
that is
yeah.
yeah. Exactly, Scott. Exactly. So Michael Block was a good story, but that's not the biggest story in my opinion from the PGA Championship. Yes, a great tournament, very fun to watch because the pros
Wait,
sucked
what?
on Saturday. I don't know what you said.
No, Matt just said that the Blue Jays are winning 20-1 against the Rays right now.
Oh, it's just a bad day for me. God damn
The
it.
fuck? Did you bet the Rays too?
No, my dog's on the Rays.
A
Oh, that's too
Rosarina.
bad.
He's in a Rosarina.
Oh,
fan,
Rosarina.
remember?
I was like, wait a minute, your dog? Like, there's a dog that plays for the Rays?
It's
I
hard
hope
to
that he
keep
wants
up with
to-
Caesar's baseball team because
Yes,
he
yes,
likes the
yes.
Astros. He's also
I was gonna say down to
Caesar
see us rise.
and,
Like, yeah,
and
yeah,
a
yeah.
Rosarina. So it's
I'm
hard.
the Astros when they're against the fucking Phillies in the World Series because I fucking hate the city of Philadelphia.
Hey, Mike.
That's why I bought the hat.
The Reds are down 8-5, bottom 9, 2 outs.
But I'm
Here we go.
see us rise and Tampa Bay Rays because of Randy Arozarena.
There you go. Okay, we got that all straightened out. Listen, so the Michael Block story was great. The golf was fun on Saturday, but that's not the big story. And I don't know why not enough people are talking about this clip from Brooks Koepka. So earlier in the week, Brooks Koepka was doing a press conference, and they asked him about baseball and the pitch clock and how it's speeding up play, and if he thinks golf needs to do something similar. This was Brooks Koepka's response.
I think so. I mean, that's why they've got the pitch clock, right? I mean, technically, I think you saw DP, they did a shot clock event, I think, a couple of years ago, if I'm right. Yeah. Can't remember if anybody got clocked for it, but it'd be interesting to see. I know if you follow guys around with the stopwatch this week, there'll be plenty of guys that are over time and stuff like that. But it's, I can't remember the last time anybody was stroked. I remember the little kid at Augusta. I don't know if anybody's been stroked since. That's kind of the most recent one I can think of. But there's some guys that probably definitely could be stroked.
Is he talking about stroking kids?
He's not a blinker. He doesn't blink that much. I was looking at his eyes to see like the passe. Sorry, passe is a slang term for
Like,
cocaine
I
in
think
Spanish.
the stroking off kids is weird before the not blinking thing.
Yeah,
like,
right?
I can deal
Well,
with
but
a
maybe that's why he
non-blinker.
doesn't blink.
I don't really vibe with the guys that are like, hey, there's some kids there that need to be stroked. Like, what?
I remember back in Augusta, there was a kid that got stroked, but I don't think anybody's been stroked since. We need to start stroking some guys is what needs to happen on the course. We got to
Yeah.
get some stroking out there.
What are you doing over there in
Bro, there was
Dubai,
someone
man?
at Target that had a stroke. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. The ambulance came and shit. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
What, you
Yeah.
think you're just gonna let him walk it off?
Hard left.
I mean,
Actually,
he's
that
a-
would. But I'm like, get up and rub some dirt on it, me.
Yeah, right? Shit, quick, someone get him some tussin.
a guy like me, I'll just walk it off.
A guy like me.
But I mean, he's okay though. Thankfully.
Look, I struggled through the Celtics lean years. A stroke ain't shit.
Yeah, nah. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm a Cowboys fan. A stroke?
Hey, Mike, you
Yeah,
want to hit
what's
Sarah's?
every fucking September?
But yeah, I think a golf pitch clock would be sick, especially for that one guy that takes fucking forever to hit the ball. He's got like a Russian ass sounding name, but he's not Russian.
Yeah, there is actually, it's part of the rules of golf is you are supposed to play the ball within a certain amount of time from approach, and nobody pays attention to it. Nobody gets penalized for it, which is what Brooks should have said is maybe we should penalize people, not we should stroke guys. That's the wrong way to say that. And Sarah pointing out rightfully, he might literally be
I caught it now.
Team FTK.
My head wasn't in the gutter, but now it's in the gutter, and yeah, I see what you mean now. That's crazy. Hey, Brooks,
That's crazy.
you gotta watch what you're saying, my guy. Well, not my guy, because you're a liver. But
wait a second, you just got it? You didn't catch it this whole time, Caesar?
no, stroke. I was like, he added a stroke to his score. I'm a golfer, not a good one.
I love our fans. Like, our comment section is fucking fire, dude. Holy shit.
Oh, that was just another pitch clock story, and you're like, oh, from the golf clock to the pitch clock.
Did we just go from stroke to stroke to stroke? Interesting to see where this is going.
We're all wondering the same thing. I don't know where it's going either.
Oh, that was a great bar. That was a great bar. I'm gonna Google something. Just I don't know what to Google.
You just can Google something randomly
just
for Sarah.
It in honor
yeah,
of
just
Sarah.
for what Sarah said. That was
go.
crazy. She's the one that initiated the Google counts, and I'm gonna Google something else just to up the count. Jaylen Brown, dog? Question mark.
Did we talk about how that river finally melted a couple weeks ago?
No, we never did.
Well, so alongside that, I also put money in the on the spelling bee again this year. So I'll keep you up to date.
Wait, who do we put money on? Who do we put money on?
I don't know. We got to do the random draw, man.
Random draw? Hell no. We could look into their stats and what school district they're in and shit.
I'll take whatever Indian kids there are. Y'all can have the field.
Oh, we're only down 2.
That's also why it's a random draw. You get assigned certain spellers.
No. Oh, okay. I was just gonna say
the spelling bee
the
winner.
homeschool kids, not in the homeschool kids. Just a couple of Indian kids.
The homeschool kids
Y'all
know
can
where
have
it's
the
fucking
field.
at.
Yeah, that's fine. They'll make it to the finals to get beat by the Indian kids. I don't give a shit. I've seen this story play out. There's a Patel every year at the end of the spelling bee. Like let's fucking be real. Come on, man. I work at Scripps. We run the spelling bee. I see this shit.
Are you serious? Can we work this to our advantage? I'll give you the list of names. Can you
let's not do that. I'll do it.
Get a message to the judges or something?
Let a white kid win? Is that what you want me to do?
No, let a kid win that's going to get us money.
Oh, well, again, outside of the Indian kids, I don't think anybody stands a chance. We've got summer break. They do work year round.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's Scripps.
What they do? I'm always complaining about that. I wish we made our kids go to school year round. Seriously. How much school do we lose? How much time do my bastard kids have to spend at home with me because we don't make them go to school year round? It's a pain in my ass. Year round school. And
so
it's inspired by the other countries who are lapping us. They're
last year, Scott. Last year's winner, who by the way brought me home $100.
You weirdo! Why do you really gamble? You really gambled on the fucking stuff.
Oh fucking yeah! Oh, Harini is Indian.
There it is.
Dumbass.
There it is. And then your boy, fucking dumbass.
That's my dog.
Why?
That's my dog.
Oh yeah,
no,
man.
Oh god.
Dude,
the jersey has no bounds. Look, dude, if I could I'm going to the binational fucking Mexican professional league team I have here and gambling on the fucking games. I have no if my brother's in the soccer team and there was lines for that shit, I'd be gambling on it. I'd be telling, hey, motherfucker, let's fix this shit now. Lose today.
Oh, that's why those games get violent, man.
It's so great.
Damn, that's right. I forgot. Last year's B was on fire. It was a friggin' so the way it works is they go around and everyone spells words, and if you get it wrong, you're out, except for when you get to a certain part in the finals. They're like, all right, you're out, but just sit close because if everyone else also gets their words wrong, you just keep going.
Oh, speaking of spelling bees,
hold on, we'll get to it because this is legit. Because it got down to the wire, it was a lightning round in the finals where they all had 90 seconds to spell as many words right as they could. And in the spell off, she got 22 out of 26 right. I don't think we could spell a single one of these words given an eternity, man.
Dude, speaking of which, my favorite is in the thing when you know the kid doesn't know how to spell the word and they sit there and stall for time. They're like, country of origin. Can you use that shit in a sentence? Could you use it in another sentence? Like, and I wish I would have known that was a question, so that when I was going out in my spelling bees back in the day, like in round 1 off of like remember, I could be like, country of origin. Can you use it in the sentence? They're like, yeah, we don't remember how your ass got this far. Spell it.
Oh my god.
R out.
Man, this what
I gotta go back. Matt Barr saying Mookie is trying to fix the spelling bee. His degeneracy knows no bounds.
It's not just degeneracy when it's legal.
Dude, I fucking won. I don't know why y'all getting pissed about it. Like, be jealous. And yeah,
when
Sarah,
it's
that's
legal,
what
it's just a hobby.
Saying, I think the awkward Caucasian girl with the subtle facial hair pulls out the win this year. That is also a staple at the spelling.
Fantastic.
And then Tyson rightly
That's
saying,
crazy.
are we really talking about the spelling bee? James Brown died.
You got his name wrong.
Nobody calls him James Brown, and everybody calls him Jim Brown.
Oh, his name is James Brown? Like the artist?
It's Jim Brown. It's Jim. I'm sure.
Yeah, I know it's Jim, but his name's like fully James.
I'm sure it is. Jim is short for James.
Yeah, nobody's ever named their newborn baby Jim.
Are you sure? Have you been to the South? Like,
yeah, I mean, but even then,
fuck, his name is
in the South, they name him
James.
Jimmy. They don't call him Jim.
or
They call
Jimbo
him
is really
Jimmy.
what I was thinking.
All right. Well, no, you're right, Tyson. Let's go ahead and talk some football.
Wait,
Guys,
I need to get this in. The whole point of the gambling part was that the River broke up, paid out $222,101 for a $3 entry fee. So next year,
Wait, where
guys,
the fuck was this? Why didn't you?
dude, I don't remember when we entered. It was like in February or something, but I put in 2 entries. Like next year, we got to hammer this fucking thing. $3 wins you $222,000.
Well, anyways, I was in the spelling bee in like first grade, right? And they asked me to spell girl. And I spelled
It was
grill.
like G-U-R-L,
no,
baby.
No, dude, I spelled fucking grill. And I was like Grill.
At least you spelled it right. Just the wrong word.
I was like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, it's wrong. And I was like, no, it's not. They're like, we told you to spell girl, not grill.
See, that's why you got to use it in a sentence. You would have gotten that right. Unless the sentence was the girl lit the grill, and then you would have been like, fuck, your brain would have exploded.
I was
That would have been just rude, but I
was so pissed off. Ever since then, I fucking hate that teacher.
That locked it in.
She set you up, man.
Must have been around the times you started like the
time you
Celtics.
struggled during all those championship years that the Celtics were down. Like that, she'll respect you then.
I've only seen 2 championships of the teams I've liked in my life. It's a rough life.
What is that like? What's that feel like? Seeing 2 whole championships?
Well, it's because
it's brutal. To only
y'all,
see 2.
Y'all aren't soccer fans, so like I guess to y'all just be one.
I am now. I'm a huge soccer.
So wait, so
Liverpool
hold
won
on. Let's
Premier
do
League
this.
And Liverpool won the Champions League.
Yeah, let's do this tally. How many titles have your teams won? Let's go around the horn. Caesar, you said 3. I think I've got 3 with the Wings, 1 with Arsenal. And then I guess if you count the 1988 Notre Dame title, but I don't know.
Were you alive though?
I mean, by 2 years. I don't.
Oh, that doesn't count.
All right.
I wouldn't even count the Celtics one because I was only a year in my fandom.
Then I'm clocking in. I'm clocking in a 5. 1 Pistons, 3 Wings, and then the Arsenal perfect year.
1 Pistons. Wait, what?
Oh shit! No, actually, it's true. Wow, but I wasn't that old. I was like,
that they won it. Didn't they win it back-to-back years? Like
I
during
guess it's
those.
True. So, yeah, okay, 7. So I got 7.
Okay, I got 3. 2.5.
2.5. 3. Scott, where are you at?
I'm at 3. I got 2 Braves and a 49ers. And
Who's the biggest loser of all of us?
If we're not counting, like, I mean, like, because I'm claiming the Women's World Cup, like, I'm claiming.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
I'm claiming anything
no,
with
no,
U.S.
no.
stamped. Like, hey, you know,
I would say
hey,
we could all claim that.
good ratings.
if we won the gold in it, I'm claiming it. But if you're just talking about pro franchises or like personal, yeah, I got three, two Braves and a Niners.
Mike.
Was this a setup the whole way?
Yep.
Yes, it was. It was. But what's even worse about it is, I think what was most unexpected is that Mookie came over here like championship town. Like his ones, like on paper, you're like, Mookie's probably right there with Mike, and instead he had the most out of any of us.
I've got 2.
3 hockey, 3 basketball.
7.
Oh wait, no, cap. I have 4. Texas won a national championship in 2005.
Oh my God, dude.
JB over here hitting us with, I even have one with you of them football, and Biscuit saying, I've got 2, one of which was the Cubs.
Oh my God, dude. Mike, that shit is rough, dude.
You know what? I take it back. I haven't seen the lowest of lows.
The 2 championships from my teams that happened during my lifetime, I don't claim the Notre Dame 1988 one because I was 4 years old. It doesn't count in my book.
No.
I didn't see it. I didn't live it. I didn't experience it. The Reds championship in 1990 doesn't count because at the time I was a Cleveland fan. So that doesn't count either. So I literally have 0 championships that I've ever got to experience. So Caesar, when you talk about seeing the dark days and living through the dark days, that's why I get so fucking pissed, because you don't know shit, bro. 38 years and 0, nothing. Never got to see a parade, never got to brag, never got to be that guy. Fuck you and your Russell, the dark days. My team had a bad season. Like, fuck you, bro.
You got to pick better teams. That's not on me. That's on you, my guy. Hey, we know who's not winning the lottery. We know who's not winning the lottery.
He put the blame. That's me. Put the blame on the victim at the end.
Yeah.
When you see the wound, what do? You put fucking salt in it and you rub it in there.
And Matt pointing out
my
that Mike is the only one to change away from Cleveland and still have 0.
That's
As
so
FC, by the way,
tough.
Mike, FC just gave up a goal in the 92nd, so it's tied 1-1 now with Red Bulls.
Caesar hit you with that. You knew what you were doing when you put that dress on, Mike.
You know what's crazy? I left from like a more successful basketball team to a shittier one, and I still have more.
Oh my God!
What?
Yeah, and that's
No,
why,
you
and
did
that's
it
why
the
it's all
other
coming.
way.
And that's why from the get go we were trying to tell you that you don't know anything about dark ages. Like you're sitting
Yeah,
there
I've seen
talking about.
3 years,
I
and that
went
shit
from-
fucking sucks.
I went from San Antonio to the Celtics, and I struggled. Like,
Yeah,
what?
dude, I got made fun of. They're like, "Oh, why'd you have a Tim
Like I
Duncan
said.
jersey on?" And I was like, "No, I have a Rondo jersey on." Because can Tim Duncan do behind-the-back passes? No, he can't. His arm will just shatter if he tried
Until
to.
Charlie Weiss coaches one of your teams, I don't want to hear a fucking word from you. Okay, Caesar. Period. Done. You're done. You can't.
I had
talk
Wade Phillips,
until
the jellyfish.
Charlie Weiss is your hope. Charlie
Oh
Weiss
my
is the one
God,
you think
dude.
is going to turn things around for you. You went to bat for
Oh.
fucking Charlie Weiss.
That's not
You
on
don't
me.
get to say a word. I'm sorry.
I didn't go to bat for Charlie Strong.
Wow.
why not?
That's
That's
racist, bro.
racist, bro.
Yeah, give
Why
him the
not? He had a
card.
one good
He
recruiting class, and we never.
Race card.
Isn't Sarkeesian half?
Also, we were about to go
Have
an entire
drunk.
show without a race card. How
That's my
rare is
dog.
that?
That is very rare.
Although I feel like Scott's whole Hitler mustache, whatever thing, kind of maybe but
could have
not
been.
really,
Also,
like-
look, there
Is
were
it
some very
blanket race
borderline
card?
ones. The whole spelling bee
The
conversation.
spelling
I feel
bee,
like
yeah,
could have
I
been
definitely
lots of
tipped-
race
I
cards.
definitely tiptoed around those waters.
Yeah,
Not
there
tiptoed.
was-
You went full in the deep end. Those motherfuckers work all summer. Huh?
Okay, look, I mean, y'all
Okay,
motherfuckers
so
want
I'm
to
not
sit
gonna
here
lie,
talking
the
about.
way I interpreted it was that like they were working at like their like corner store.
No. Well, that was the wrong way to interpret it.
Race card.
It was like, oh
that
my
one gets
God.
one
Look,
for
I was
sure.
gonna say, how you gonna get upset with me over interpreting what I say wrong? I meant these motherfuckers work hard year round. Like it shouldn't be a shock that they're out here winning spelling bees because we take 3 months off a fucking year and call ourselves successful. Like good for them dominating. But look, you motherfuckers are the gamblers on this show, and if you're looking for a solid bet in anything, if you're going to the spelling bee, Indian kids. If you're going with football and basketball, black kids. If you're going with golf, mostly white guys, the occasional black guy once in a generation. But come on, man, we all know, like, every race has their lane. Come on. Stereotypes, if you're going to benefit on it in gambling, might as well go for it.
I mean, I feel like that was one of the later rounds of the racial draft that the Chappelle Show shot. They just never aired it because they're like, this is all just straightforward. Everyone gets it. Like,
right.
We'll just leave that on the cutting room floor.
Like, we don't need to state everything. Some things are just
It's not funny if it's obvious.
Yeah.
Guys, ESPN's Bill Connolly listed the top 75 college quarterbacks since the year 2000. This top 10 might surprise you a little bit, fellas. Coming in, and I wish I could do this in like reverse order and like reveal it, but I can't because the graphic I stole just has all of them. Number 1 was Baker Mayfield. How the hell
my dick.
is Baker Mayfield?
No, come on.
Are they going
They
on
said he's
numbers
the
alone?
best college quarterback since 2000, ahead of Cam Newton, Vince Young, Tim Tebow, Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Marcus Mariota, and Robert
Mariota.
The reasoning given for this was that Baker had 3 really good years. Well, a lot of those
fucking
quarterbacks
stupid.
just had 1.
That's fucking stupid.
And most of the cases, their 1 good year was better than all of his 3 years. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know most people are going to look at it and associate him with the Browns. Like, it's recency bias, and you kind of forget how good he was at Oklahoma. And at the same time, he still isn't better than any of that fucking list. Like, all of that list had really great college careers. And, like, he just had a decent one. Like, I mean, first thing I think of when I think of him in college is planting the Oklahoma flag at Ohio State. Like, that's his claim to fame. Come on.
Or grabbing the balls against Kansas.
That was pretty solid, too.
Like petty shit, not like actual on the field wins. And
also, there's like a video of him doing like the yeah. That was a good video.
I guess the question would be,
wait a minute, hold on a second. When you look at this list, how did Johnny Manziel not make it? Because come the fuck on. If you're going to put Baker Mayfield at 1.
He's like 11 or 12.
No. But I'm just saying, like all real aside, like biases aside, if you have Baker on there, then there's no way that
Johnny's top 5 if Baker's
right.
one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why this is disingenuous, because Mayfield can't be on there without Johnny Manziel.
Guys, let's just hold for a second here. Baker Mayfield never won a championship. Cam Newton won a championship. Vince Young, championship. Tim Tebow, championship. Joe Burrow, championship. Deshaun Watson, championship. Kyler Murray, and then we get into like the no championship round. But like, you can't be the number 1 quarterback and never have won a championship in your entire college career.
And their argument too is that he did more in 3 years. So wait, he won less championships in 3 years than most of those guys did in 1 or 2. Like, that makes it worse.
Burrow literally did it in 1. Joe Burrow literally did it in 1 year because he sat the bench at Ohio State. He did it all at LSU 1 year. Like, this is insane to me. This was when I saw this, I was like, this motherfucker with his clickbait list. And then I fell for it. I was like, I'm putting it on the show because this is a bad list. I fell for it.
This is how bullshit this is that I agree with Matt Barr saying that Matt Leinart was a better college QB than Baker. Dude, like, honestly, how many championships did
solid dude in college?
Leinart? I hate the guy to death, but
hold on a second. If you're talking about since 2000, I mean, wouldn't Carson Palmer be eligible for that too? Like,
if you put Baker on that USC team, they probably beat Texas.
No,
I don't think so, man.
Way.
That offensive playbook opens up so much with Baker than with Matt.
Because Baker couldn't actually read a pro style passing game. Like, he couldn't read route trees. It was RPO and then scramble around when shit breaks down. Like, he put up a lot of great stats, but come crunch time, what the fuck did he win? Like, that's the difference, man. Like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, but I mean,
in Ohio State,
Matt Leinart had a fucking squad with him. Oklahoma's teams they don't stand a fucking chance against any of those USC teams. Take away quarterback.
I don't think, man. Baker doesn't belong on that list, let alone where he is.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
how
if
was
he's
Lamar
on that list,
Jackson down there? Like, honestly, Lamar's at.
Did you not watch
8?
that year?
Lamar should be higher.
Lamar, okay. I was
He's
like,
saying, how is
Lamar
he 8?
almost beat Clemson with fucking nobody.
Right. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, Lamar
Okay,
Jackson.
I thought you were
should
saying
be
Lamar
top
shouldn't
5.
be on there. I was like, no, Lamar should be on
No,
there.
absolutely.
yeah.
Deshaun Watson should be on there because
This
Free
is
Kodak.
absolutely done to just fuck with people. Like, there's nobody.
Cam
who
should be one.
legit thinks
As much as
this.
I love Vince Young, Cam should be one because Cam had fucking nobody on that team except for Nick
Yeah.
Fairley, and he was on the other side of the fucking team.
I'd say Cam 1, Vince 2, Lamar 3.
Joe's 3 in my opinion, but that's recency bias.
I don't give a shit how you order them. It's just Baker deserves to be off the list or at 10 at highest. Like, not above any.
I'll tell you what. No, you know what? Move Baker up 1 slot to 0, and I'm okay with it. Because that's what he won.
That's true.
Oh shit! This is
Whoa.
stupid. Speaking of stupid, the NFL voted and they are flexing Thursday night football games, fellas. So we are gonna get, despite opposition, we're gonna get some flex in that Thursday night football schedule.
I love it.
Actually,
They care about player safety, except for when they tell you, "Hey, quick turnaround because we flex your ass in this week."
Well, that's the amazing. So they do have to give them like a several week notice. I think it's 28 days notice is what needs to be given for flexing
But then-
a game in
but
Thursday
then
night
that
football.
doesn't
But
work
then
for
it
flexing.
defeats the purpose. Like
Yes.
you're flexing it to try to get the better matchups,
And then
you're
4
gonna-
weeks later, the matchup
Right.
sucks still anyway. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Like,
What
That's such a
happens when you flex a
dumb-
game and then the quarterback gets hurt and Tua's got a concussion and he's out and he's not playing? and then it's like,
I'm gonna
oh,
hit
great,
you with
here's-
the dad joke. That was a bad flex. Just gonna make me sit. Thank you. Getting the boo was better than just
Thank
sitting
you.
there freeze frame. I
That's
was
why
like,
I
God
was
damn,
there.
you're
I
gonna
was
make me.
making you sit with that. I wanted
Yeah,
to make you doing that. That's
I was
why
just gonna
wasn't
say,
hitting
I was
anything.
like, that
I
was
just
more
wanted to
awkward.
stare you down.
Yeah. I'm still learning at how to burn other people because usually I'm on the other side of it.
Yeah. Matt Barr is saying, imagine you bought tickets to a Sunday game and then like, LOL, fuck you. It's Thursday now. Fuck your plans. And this is what several owners were talking about. Several owners were like, listen, what happens if people are going to go and make plans and they get flights and hotels and then you flex the game. And the NFL was basically like, we flex Sunday night games and Monday night games. So fuck it. We don't give a shit. Like,
Fuck them.
Most of the people are watching on TV anyways, and they
Yeah.
are going to get a better product. So fuck you if you think you're going to travel in the late season, because it's only weeks 13 through 17. So like, if you're going to travel in week 15 to see, fuck it. Maybe they go Thursday. Deal with it, motherfucker. And you know what you're going to do about it? Nothing. You're going to sit there and you're going to take it like a bitch because we own you. And you're always going to come back to us because we're the fucking NFL. And that's what we do. Motherfuckers.
No,
Like,
Mike, they're going to
This
do
is gonna be like a
something.
one-season
You missed
thing.
a slight detail. They're going to
Don't
do
even say
something.
it. Don't even say it.
Those people are still going to go to the game. They're just going to pay to change their flights, pay to
there you
change
go.
their hotels, pay to they're in hook, line, and sinker. The NFL already knows if you're fucking traveling the game, we got you, bitch. Like,
I
deal.
thought for a second there you were going to say the NFL should have just said, where are you going to go? And I thought that's where that was
I knew
going.
you
You
were
telegraphed
looking, I knew
it.
you were ready. It doesn't hit the same when your shields are up.
All right, listen, that's real quick hockey talk. JB's been in the comments keeping us updated. 4-0 Vegas right now. Vegas is just rolling. Scott, as the hockey expert on the show, are you shocked by this in the Western Conference at all?
Not at all, and I rooted for this. This is what I want. Little John, let Little John, who suffered through all those years of bad Las Vegas hockey, finally get his title, because my man has stuck with Las Vegas through thick and thin. And damn it, I want to see Little John get a ring.
I'm here for it.
JB,
And yeah,
said getting
JB
swept in the conference finals for Texans by Texans.
Yeah, I don't watch hockey. It's hot weather.
touche.
I'll watch it
I mean,
next year.
stomp that down.
The only time I've seen snow, I got a fucking concussion snowboarding, so I'm not a big fan.
Guys,
Hey, and also JB saying, Scott, you gotta give Lil Jon some credit. He
That's
suffered
what I'm
through the
saying.
Thrashers.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like he suffered through all that bad hockey, and now he's made it to the mountaintop in Las Vegas.
Gotcha.
the mountaintop. There it is, the mountaintop, the Vegas Golden Knights, just running through the Western Conference. Let's talk about these beers that we were drinking, fellas, and whether or not we bang them. Scott, what was in your mug? Would you bang it?
I was drinking Sonder Brewing Company's collaboration with the root beer stand here in Cincinnati. Local brew, 6.5%. It's root beer. They brewed it with root beer and vanilla. I'm doing whatever we figure out is the scale for the actual margaritas, 1 through 5. I'm doing it with this beer, no matter where it lands. 1 through 5. I'm on it with this beer.
Mookie, what were you drinking? Would you bang it?
I was drinking Ralston Creek's Radler. It was a grapefruit lager made by Odyssey Beer Works with an E. And yeah, I think you put it pretty well earlier, Mike. You said it was like a handy in the garage. Yeah, it was a 3.2% beer. Really not like the full thing, but honestly, at the same time, like it's gonna get the job done. So yeah, hell yeah, dang it, why not?
Caesar, what were you drinking? Would you bang it?
I was drinking Battle Horse, which is something the Celtics are not doing, which is battling. They're down like some shit. Okay, they're down 6. Oh, so we are battling. I take it back. I take it back. We're battling. We're there. We're only 2 baskets away. Anyways, Battle Horse India Pale Ale IPA, 8% alcohol, made in Texas by Texans. It is a great can, and it was a pint, so it kind of put me on my ass because I'm empty stomached. So yeah, fuck it.
Sarah said, I think that's half a margarita. Drew, was your
Yeah. Sad part is the only one I had. I couldn't like go double down either, but it was good. I wish I could have.
I was drinking There's No Crying in Baseball, a hazy mango IPA from Evil Genius. It's really good. I'd bang the hell out of this beer. Absolutely. If you find it, it's good. Like, this is now the second Evil Genius beer I've had, and both of them have been absolutely fantastic. So highly recommend. Fellas, this was a journey. We went places tonight. We explored some stuff. I just want to leave you guys before we close down for the night. I just want to leave you guys with this.
Oh, the Suns got Kevin Durant. Celtics in fucking 2, bro.
Oh my god!
I'm not fucking scared whatsoever. The Suns can go suck my sunny dick, bro.
Celtics are out in 2 in the Eastern Conference Finals against fucking Milwaukee.
Milwaukee? Milwaukee? Nah.
The best thing, you should be very excited that KD went to the Suns because that's just one less obstacle in the East for you. But you still need to get past Milwaukee. Yeah, you guys might struggle with the Heat. Like you might have issues with the Cavs. The Cavs might give you some trouble.
Oh,
this
dude!
year.
Hell no, bro.
Donovan Mitchell's gonna put up 50 on you again.
That's fine, bro. That's cool. Put up 50. I have J&J putting up fucking 60 each. I'm gonna rock with my guys. I got an AK and a fucking AR, and I'm ready to go crazy because the Celtics are going all the way.
Jaylen Brown, if this is your last game of the Celtics, I love you.
They're not
I'm
going
gonna rock with
home.
my dogs forever. I got an AK and an AR, and we're gonna go crazy, even if that means not in the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, next year in the finals.
Those guys are scoring 60 each. I don't think they've scored 60
each.
in the
Jaylen
conference
Brown, I love you. Jason Tatum, I love you.
Thank you guys.
Joe
so much
Mazzulla,
for
fuck
tuning
you.
in. We really appreciate it. Be sure to follow the show at Crafty Sports on Twitter and Instagram. Sub to the YouTube channel. Hit that bell. Subscribe and rate, all that good stuff. Leave comments. Do all that stuff for us. Help that YouTube channel grow. Also, join the Facebook group. You can watch that video and understand what all the references were tonight about margaritas. It's a really fun time in there. Subscribe, rate, review wherever you get the podcast. It helps us out more than you know. Also, shout out Belly Up Sports, BellyUpSports.com. Tons of great content at Belly Up Sports. Go hit them up and check out all of the podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Media Network. We will see you guys next week. Cheers, everybody.
Ruined an entire facial hairstyle. Fucking wild.
Come on, Esley, let's get that goal in New York.
I love you, Jaylen Brown.
You might have issues with the Cavs. The Cavs, yeah, you guys might struggle with the Heat. Like you might